One of the most common things that I do when I'm building e-learning courses is I have an image and I want to remove the background. So let's say, for example, I've got this image here and I want to remove the sky background. So normally I'd have to go outside of PowerPoint, go into an imaging editing application, take out the background, and then bring it back in. Starting with PowerPoint 2010, it's much easier. Now in the older versions of PowerPoint, you could do something like this where you could, where was that, in the colors here, you can set a transparent color. So I can come over here and I could set a transparent color. But when I do that, it's only really going to select that one color. And so you can see I can't make a lot of changes here. And then if I want to come over here and set a different transparent color, thinking I can somehow erase those, you can see it just replaces it. So this isn't a good solution unless it's a solid background. An easy way to get around this is to come into the Remove Background feature, and we'll click on that. And now you can see PowerPoint's already kind of guessing how I want to remove, or what I want to remove. Now that's not accurate, so I want to go ahead and size this frame up so it works with my picture. You can see it's kind of, as I'm sizing it, it's guessing what it needs to remove. I want to go ahead, I want to keep this stuff and remove the blue background. So what I want to do is come up here to the top of the toolbar. You've got to kind of basically just three tools. So you can add a mark for things you want to keep, and then mark what you want to remove, and then if you make a mistake or want to edit, just delete the mark. So we're going to do the areas we want to keep. Now I can do little marks like this and then kind of work my way through it. That's fine. Or you can just do a big mark and then see what it does. And then the more you mark, it seems like it starts to figure out exactly what it is. And you can see it doesn't take a lot of time to do that. Now I want to get rid of the blue, so I'm going to switch it to remove. And I'm just going to do the same thing, kind of scratch through here. You can see it does it. Pretty good job. You can tell that as I get closer, now it gets a little dicier. So all I have to do is zoom in here, and then I'm just going to grab this here, and you can see it does a pretty decent job of removing the background. So there we go. We'll zoom out. Looks good. I'm happy with the results. I'm going to keep the changes, and now I've got the background removed. And at this point I can just, let's say I have a we'll just throw in another picture. Let's say I've got a picture of the flower and I want to put the flower in the background, right? So I'm going to send that to the back, and you can see how it peeks through. Let's add a big drop shadow up here, an upper level drop shadow, create some separation. So a lot of things you can do with it, but the main thing is coming into that tool, removing the background is pretty simple, and it saves you the time of having to go in and out of PowerPoint.